Hello and welcome to Mini Course, your gateway to bite-sized learning. In today's lesson, you will learn how to write the statement of the problem and the specific questions. Let's get started with the statement of the problem. Since the title of the study or the general problem is limited by length and space constraints, it does not provide the necessary details. The general problems have to be broken down or detailed into specific problems. The statement of the problem is the statement of the objectives of the study or what the study intends to find out. Research demands that a clear statement of the problem be made. The researcher should write out in simple language just what it is he proposes to investigate. It may be in the form of 1. A question or questions or a single question, followed by several sub-questions. 2. A declarative statement or series of complete statements. 3. A statement followed by a series of questions. Let's move to specific questions. The specific question should be evident from your review of the relevant literature in the general area that has become the focus of your work. In framing the topic, several considerations may help narrow the question. A topic that begins with "to examine the implementation of XXX" already opens up questions about where the examination would begin and end. In general, topic questions should err on the narrow side. It's easier to broaden out the scope of a thesis as you work through it rather than tighten a thesis that has taken too broad a focus from the outset. Common ways of narrowing a thesis topic would be to limit it by sector, limit it to a certain time frame, for example, in the last 5 years. Limit it to a particular activity, for example, change implementation. Limit it to a particular process, for example, technology adoption or product development. Specificity is a very important requirement in stating the research problem. The following tips can help. 1. Read a lot of materials. The topic is broad, because the researcher does not know much about it yet. Therefore, he needs to survey the literature. For instance, interest has been chosen as a topic. 2. The first step to do is to define. Get the definition from several sources. Continue reading the literature. What do authors say about interest? What special aspects of interest did you gather? Can you identify some variables? The presence of variables makes your investigation more useful and interesting. 3. Read studies that have been conducted on interest. What did these investigations find? What variables did they use? All these findings should be written or noted. By now she is learning more about the different aspects of interest, what investigations have been conducted, and what their findings are. 4. At this point, delimit the broad problem into specific ones. Perhaps the researcher may now pick out variables, only 1 or 2 for a beginner. 5. Decide whom to study. Will the subjects be business students or only those specializing in entrepreneurship? 6. State the problems. Think about the variables chosen. Think of the subjects to use. State the problem in the form of a question. Bear in mind that the problem may still be restated later. In this way, the researcher has something to begin with. This ends our lesson for today. Congratulations on taking another step in crafting a powerful research project by learning how to write the statement of the problem. In our next video, learn the art of formulating specific questions and breaking down the complexity of your research problem with real examples. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more in-depth guidance. Happy writing and see you in the next video. Thank you for taking the time to learn with me in our mini course.